Good afternoon, learners and viewers at home. It's good to welcome you again to another edition of our online lessons. I remain your business study teacher, Mr. Shofolue Olisa, and today's topic says Memorandum for Basic 8, for Basic 9. Sorry, that's JS3, and it's going to be week 2. We are looking at this week 2 topic, okay? So having said that, we have some objectives on the board that we start to achieve this afternoon. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to attempt the following. 1. Explain the meaning of memorandum. 2. Construct the layout of a memorandum. 3. Identify the feature of a memorandum. 4. The meaning of personal letters. And 5. Types of personal letters. As you can see, there's much to be achieved in this lesson. But before we go into that lesson proper, we were given an assignment last week based on the topic we treated last week. And the topic we treated last week was erasing techniques. Erasing techniques. And we gave us 3 important erasing techniques or major erasing techniques. We say one of them is the use of T-paste or the correction fluid, which is very popular among students and among typists. The second one we say is the use of rubber eraser, the rubber eraser. Then the third one we say is the use of correction paper. So I believe you still have that in mind, but you can refer to the last video to refresh your memory. So as an assignment, we are asked in that class to explain how we erase a carbon copy. Secondly, how we erase on carbon copies. 2 different things. 1, erasing on carbon copy, where it is just a copy. Second one is erasing on carbon copy, so you have more than 1 carbon copy. And at this point, we know what carbon copy is. We say it is a duplicate copy that will be retained by the seller while giving out the original copy to buyer. Okay. So having said that, I believe you attempted that assignment. So let's look at the correction or solution quickly. So we say erasing on carbon copy. To avoid producing an unclear or dirty carbon copy, you should do the following. 1. Insert a piece of card/paper between the carbon copy and the carbon paper. Okay? The carbon paper and the carbon copy. So you insert a piece of card in between them. 2. You erase the mistakes on the top of the original receipt. Okay, erase the mistake on the top copy, that's on the original receipt. That's how you erase the mistake. Having done that, 3 says you lift the carbon paper. When you lift it, of course you will see the card there. You remove the piece of card. Okay, having done that, you will now erase the mistake on the carbon copy. So 2 forms of erasing. The first form of erasing is the second step. We say erase the mistake on the top copy. Having done that, you leave the carbon copy, remove the piece of card, and erase again the mistake on the carbon copy. By so doing, you have taken out the errors. Okay, then you type the correction. So that's solution 1. Solution 2, let's go. We say correction on carbon copies. That's where you have more than 1 carbon copy where mistakes have been made and you have to correct them. Okay, so we have to follow the below instruction. We say 1, you still insert your piece of card or paper, like in the when we have only 1 copy. Still do the same thing in the first step. Okay, between each of the carbon paper, you put a piece of card or paper between each of the carbon paper and carbon copy. 2, you erase the mistake on the top copy, just like we have in the first illustration, on the top copy. Then 3, you lift the carbon paper, remove the piece of card, like we have also in the first illustration, and erase. This time you erase on the first carbon copy, on the first carbon copy. So that you have erased on the top copy, the third step you now erase on the first carbon copy. Why you are doing this is that from there, all the change will be affected on the other carbon copies below. Then having done that, you type the correction and you are done with correcting your errors on the carbon copies. So, having said that, let's go to the topic of today. We talk about the memorandum. And in JS3, that's basic 8 to be precise, you have been taught about correspondence. Okay, let me break it down. Correspondence simply means incoming mails or letters, or outgoing mails or letters to an organization. Okay, that will mean by correspondence. Of course, you know that there are various means of which we use to communicate. Okay, which one of them is through writing, and I will talk about correspondence. It's just simply through writing, not verbal or orally. Okay, so I have to say that memorandum, okay, is another way of communicating. Okay, it's a form of correspondence, but this time it's not a correspondence where you are sending to other organizations, like we have the outgoing mails, or other organizations are sending to you in the case of the incoming mails. In memorandum, okay, we are simply communicating between ourselves in the same organization. Okay, so we say that memorandum is generally referred to as memo. Okay, that's a short name, memo. I would say it is the correspondence or written message exchanged by people in the same organization, like I've said before, in some organization. Okay, and it is used for communication. For communication, like I've told before, in writing. Okay, yes, within an organization. So memorandum, okay, can be written, or it's a written message from one person to another within an organization, or from one person to another person within an organization. It can also take the form of from the head office. You can take the form of from the head office writing. Okay, memorandum, we say here, it can, okay, it can be a written message from one person to another within an organization, as we have seen, or it can also be from the head office to other branches of the organization. But most importantly, you should know that memo is usually written by a senior officer to a junior officer. What do we mean here? Most times, memorandum is being written by those in management level, okay, to the subordinate. That's from the employers, okay, to the employees. In all cases, okay, it's very hard to find the employee writing to the management. No, so it's from the management or senior officer to the junior officer. Now, having said that, I want us to look at the features of memo. Okay, features of memo. Now, like I said, it's a form of written communication. Okay, that helps us to exchange messages between ourselves and an organization. Okay, so as I've said, in such kind of write-up, okay, we don't have what they call the salutation. So a memo does not have what they call salutation. Okay, now remember that, for example, dear man, dear sir, we don't have that in memorandum. Then number 2 feature is that there is no complementary clause in a memo. In a memo. In a memo. No complementary clause. What do you mean by that? Most of you write letters to your peers, your elderly ones, okay? And at the end of the letter, you write yours sincerely, yours faithfully, and all that. That will call the complementary clause. But in memo, there is nothing like that. Okay, that's omitted. Then number 3, we have the body of the memo. Okay, it's typed 2 single line space just below the subject. The body of the memo is typed 2 single line space, 2 single line space, okay, just below the subject. What do you mean by that? Of course, if you're writing your letter, you have your subject, okay? That's the one that will tell what you want to write about, okay, which you will be bold. So the memo has that, okay, typed, in single line, 2 single line space. Then 4, we say, you can make use of block or indented paragraph. Okay, this may be used to prepare memo. So the block or indented paragraph are types of paragraph, okay, which are topics for another day. We're not going into that for now because of our time. So, but you can use, it's a style of paragraphing. The block or the indented paragraph may be used in the memo. Then 5, the heading of memo is centered or in block style and may start 2 single line below the subject. What do you mean by that? The heading of the memo should be put at the center of the page. Okay, that when you are using indented paragraph, or it can be in a block style. Okay, the block style, it begins from the far left. Okay, there's no space from the far left. That's the block style. Like I said, we'll look into all that in the next class or subsequent classes. Okay, so having said that, you follow me to the layout. Follow me to the layout of a memo. All right, so this is the layout of a memo. Like you can see, the date comes first by your right hand. Then the person you're writing to will be addressed, and you put from the sender, which is the secretary. So this is the way a memo looks. No salutation, no complimentary closing like we have mentioned before. So because of our time, we are also supposed to look into personal letters. Okay, so we will know the difference in personal letters and the memo. Okay, but because of our time, like I said, there are 3 kinds of personal letters, namely personal letters, formal personal letter, and personal business letter. But all the same, we're going to take it away as an assignment, which should be submitted through my email. And for evaluation, vividly explain the meaning of memo, which we have learned. Draft a memo using the layout given, I've given you, and enumerate the features of memo. So do the assignment and forward it to the group WhatsApp. I remain Mr. Shofodue Olisa. Thank you very much for your time out. Do have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you.